Okay, so we've got compound interest again, and this is a continuation of a previous video, and we're just going to take this a little bit further. However, we are going to use the same principle with the 100,000 baht. The interest rate is still 2% a year, and the time period is still 4 years. The difference here is we're going to be using different compounding periods. In other words, the 2% per year is now going to be paid quarterly, and then the 2% per year is going to be paid monthly. So we're going to think about how we can change things here. We've got 2% per year. Well, 2% a year paid quarterly, we need to divide that 2% by 4. So each quarter we're going to pay 0.5%. Right, so that's per quarter. Let me put Q2 per quarter. Alright. Now 0.5%, what does that look like? Well, 0.5% is 0.5 over 100. And if you're not sure about that, you have got your calculator. So we can do 0.5 divided by 100, which we should know anyway. Alright, is 0.005. Okay, so 0.005 is our 0.5%. What stays the same? Well, the 100,000 is the same. We're now going to multiply it by 1.005, okay, just as we did before, and that will then be, now, what we've got to look at here is how many times are we going to pay this? Alright, so 4 years, every quarter gives us 16 payments. Okay, so we're paying every quarter for 4 years, so we're going to be paid 16 times. So this will be the power of 16. Using the calculator, we've got 100,000 multiplied by 1.005 raised to the power of 16. Okay, and that gives us an amount which is 108,307 approximately. We'll leave it like that. We'll just get rid of the few setang on the end. Okay, that's it. So we've got 108,307. The second example is 2% per year, still 2% per annum. But now that is going to be paid monthly. So this time we're going to get 2% divided by 12. Well, 2 divided by 12 is one of the not very nice fractions. It's one of those that goes on forever and ever. So this is 0.16 with the hat on, 1666666, and that will be a percentage per month. Okay, let me just tidy that up a little. So that's the percentage per month. Now, we're paying this for 4 years as well. Oh, let me just go with the multiplier first, sorry. 0.16%, 0.1666, etc. percent is that out of 100. So we're going to divide that number by 100 on the calculator over there, which will give us our 0.0016 like that. Okay, there's your decimal. Alright, now, how many times are we going to pay this? Well, we've got 4 years, but we've got 12 payments a year, so we're going to pay this 48 times. So we've got 48 interest payments coming to us. Very nice too. Alright, so now our numbers are 100,000. Alright, we're going to multiply this by 1.0016 recurring to the power of 48. Okay. Alright, and we'll put that underneath. That will give us, let's have a look, and again we'll round it off when we do it. Let's have a look. We've got 100, 1, 2, and we've got 100,000, that's it. times 1.001. Now put a few sixes in. Just stick a few sixes in. Go mad. Go wild. Alright. To the power of 48. Alright, so this gives us 108,321 1.5. Let's call it 108,321. Okay. So it might not seem like a big difference, but there's definitely a difference there. Alright. So you've got 108,321 as opposed to 108,307. Okay. Let's just have a look and do some highlighting here. The 2% per year has to be quartered. Alright, and these are the numbers that you're getting. This is your multiplier, which comes from your interest rate. This is your number of payments. That comes from your time periods there. Alright, so same thing over here. The 48 payments is the 48 there. And the 0, that's your interest rate, but then we're doing it as a multiplier. Okay, so that's what you're ending up with. Those are the two examples, and that's done.